Hey everyone, and welcome to BMX News and Shill Live, where can't wear this one. We gotta bust out the SNM Bikes hat, cause we're shilling, baby. I'm just kidding. I just had this thumbnail sent to me by Keggy in the chat last week after the dude in the chat went crazy and wanted to play into it. So anyways, this hat's already warm. I'm putting this one back on and you can see it. The S&M hat is see-through with the green screen. We are here today to talk about everything that happened in the previous week within the world of BMX that I think you guys will care about. Not because people are paying me to talk about it, but because I think people will care. So obviously from the title, the big news of the week that came out Friday, over the weekend, whenever it came out, was that GT was dropping all of their BMX riders. And then it came out later that the whole entire GT Bicycles brand was being put on pause. So at first, we saw rider after rider posting, and it looked like, oh, maybe they're dropping everyone who's not their pro team. Maybe is what it seemed like. And then saw Tate Roskelly in his Instagram post saying something about stopping all or dropping all of their BMX riders. And then the Bloom BMX posted something about the whole brand being put on pause. And then later on, December 17th, so that would have been Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday, we saw Bicycle Retailer in Industry News, a real deal bicycle cycling industry news outlet, with this post saying GT Bicycles pausing new product releases, reducing workforce. So from what you can see here, it's saying that they are not releasing any new product. They let go of a whole bunch of people and they are working to sell through their current inventory. But the quotes here say, to ensure a sustainable and successful future, we're implementing a strategic reorientation to align with evolving customer preferences. So whatever that means, GT's put on pause and in a few years maybe it won't be. But the backstory is that GT is owned by a much larger company, Pawn Holdings, which also owns Mongoose from what I heard, but I heard that Mongoose is okay. I don't know these things, but what I do know is that we have seen this before. We just saw Free Agent completely dropping their whole freestyle program, and I don't think this is going to be the last one even this year that we're going to see. There's other companies that, like Haro just dropped their whole racing program, which I saw. They let go the product manager. They let go the BMX team manager. So the logical thing could be like, well, is Haro next? I don't know. But from what we're seeing, it's pretty clear that there's a reckoning coming, is the way it's been talked about. And from what I can gather, because this is all of GT Bicycles, it's not that they just got rid of Freestyle BMX. It does seem like this is less, unless the entire GT Bicycles branch was just not making any money at all, or not making enough money, or even close to enough money. It seems like this is motivated by something other than just sales numbers. And I would imagine the BMX freestyle side could have potentially, if it was just that, you could have easily said, well, this is probably motivated by the numbers, because as awesome as GT is for supporting the riders that they did and giving signature product and all of these things, well, how many times have you seen someone out in the wild riding a GT that they weren't given or that they didn't win from an event? And it sucks, but I've been having the conversation this week trying to get to the bottom of it and figure out, like, yes, we could kind of guess that GT's parts and bikes weren't selling that well, but they had an awesome team. Free Agent had some of the best riders in the entire world riding for them. And how many times did you see someone riding a Free Agent bike? Very rarely. So what could they have done to actually make it work? That is my question, what I've been trying to figure out. And this consensus is that GT was not a cool company, so people weren't buying the stuff. I think another part of it is that I would be at jams that GT was sponsoring, and I would see GT parts that I didn't even know existed. So if people don't know that they have this stuff, how can they buy it? So that's another thing. And you got to give them their flowers in that their recent complete bikes, like that Dan Conway complete bike, was sick. And it was at a price point that competed. The specs to price point competed with other stuff out there, and it looked rad. So you got to give them that. And I would imagine that their stuff was fully comparable to everything else out there, because anything made in Taiwan is using the same pool of manufacturers. So it really comes down to, like, why didn't it work? What could they have done to make it work? And they have a team of riders that are rad people. Tom Justice rode for GT. Tom Justice is one of the best, most well-rounded BMX riders on the planet right now. And they have a bunch of other people. Brian Kaczynski was there. Dan Conway was there. They had a wide, varied group of riders riding for them. But for whatever reason, it still wasn't enough for as long as they did it. And like I'm postulating from this article here that it doesn't seem that it was fully around the GT different avenues of cycling not selling as well as they would have wanted to. So we can't really know. And without talking directly to people who are willing to give out data like that or reasoning that isn't in a press release, hard to say. So I don't know. Old Fat Guy BMX says, I see GT race bikes at the track, but never at parks. Well, there you go. So what I'm getting at here is that there's a reckoning happening in BMX right now. It's something that we're already in the midst of. It has been looming for years at this point. And it's here. And what we're going to see in the next couple years is a thinning of brands and riders who ride for brands. It's just going to happen. So what can we do? We can sit back and watch, because most of the people in my chat right now are people who just enjoy riding BMX and aren't supported BMX riders. What you guys are going to do is you're going to keep riding your bike just like you always did, buying parts when you need them, and you might even go buy yourself a GT dirt jumper right now, because a $1,200 bike with a $500 fork is $600 right now, and you can buy everything from their website for a massive fire sale. So what I think it means for BMX is less opportunity for the riders who are in that pool of riders who could be supported riders. Yeah, Stony, we got freaking 79 people in here. Happy dance. Appreciate ya. But we're talking about real shit. You know it's real because I cussed. Somebody says corporation equals corpse. And what I wanted to go into with that too is that no one on GT had anything bad to say about their boss, the people at GT, or anything like that. I don't even have anything bad to say about it. Look from the outside looking in, and I can usually find something to criticize with these things. Also, thank you, Aaron Moravik, for the $10 super chat. You are helping support me being this independent BMX media outlet, which I am, to talk about the real stuff that people just don't really talk about in these ways publicly, in a transparent way where the whole entire BMX community can see it and hear and make their judgments based on it. So we'll see what happens. It's a bummer for these riders. It really is, because now we have all of Free Agent, all of GT, and a couple other riders here and there who don't ride for a frame company anymore, who have just made this pool of riders who did have support that don't now. They're just out of it, and there's more riders than there are spots available for these riders. And the whole point of me talking about all of this stuff and doing podcasts with people like Joey Cobbs and Chris Moeller, and one that's coming soon, Bill Ryan, the owner of Supercross BMX, a racing brand, who tried freestyle but quit because it didn't make any money, because he was putting all of this money into these riders and nothing was coming back. And at that point, it's a charity, because you have to make money to survive. Money sustains passion. We have a passion for BMX, and in order for these brands to support these riders, they have to make the money back. And so the point of all of that stuff is to try and give these riders a perspective and a little bit of insight into that industry side of things that they could get insight on because they work with these companies, but for whatever reason, that switch in the brain hasn't flipped yet, or it has and they ignore it, or there's a whole plethora of reasons for these things, but they just haven't made the connections. And I'm trying to help people make those connections. And like literally right now, Ronnie Remo, the owner of Total BMX, this is a big ass brand, is in my chat right now because this conversation is relevant, because it's real. I've had so many company owners reach out to me in the past 2 weeks because of the stuff that I've been talking about. And it just shows that it's real stuff. He says, to be honest, most brands have paused on releasing new products. There's still a lot of stock out there, and even on sale, it isn't selling. Interestingly, we are selling more titanium frames than regular models. And I would venture to say, Ronnie, that the reason that that's happening is because that is a niche boutique product, that there isn't too many of them out there. You already probably know this, but there's not too many of them out there, and it's something that people are going to actively be seeking out, whereas the stuff that's out there in bulk that is on sale and already available is stuff that people already have, and unless you break it, you're not going to buy it. There's too many complete bikes out there, and BMX is only marketing to people who already have complete bikes built up that are way better than a complete bike, because that's not what they need. So it's just one of those things where you have to think business-wise about all of that stuff. And I made a post on Instagram just of Joey Cobbs saying, for $1,000, if you want to make $1,000 from a BMX company per month, then the way he phrased it was that you need to generate $120,000 of sales for that company. And sort of revise the thinking a little bit is that in order for a BMX company to pay someone $1,000 a month, they need $120,000 in sales to justify that payment, and also have money left over to invest in the business. It would take 30 to 40, maybe a little bit more, $1,000 just for it to break even and not make any money from it. But that is not how business works. And there are almost 200 comments on that post, and a lot of them are from the same people who are upset by that mindset and are upset with that being put out there. And I got messages from people. But what you have to understand is that this is just how business works. We have 94 people in here. It's because people care about this, because I care about BMX and you care about BMX, and we want to see BMX do better. We want to see BMX get to the bottom of the roller coaster hill so it can start to go back up. And talking about this stuff is how we make that happen, or a way we can help make that happen. And talking about the topics that I have is what gives riders the ammunition to be able to understand what, not only what it takes to pay them and what it takes for companies to run, but also what their value that they bring is and what they should be doing to make that happen. And there's a lot of people who came in and said, riders should only ride, marketers should do the marketing, and sales guys should do the sales. And I'm going to make a dedicated video about this, as well as, what was my other topic? Oh, my other topic, I'm going to make an entire dedicated video about sponsored riders. And I'm only going to say the title of this video because it's real. and you got, people can be mad about it all they want, but I'm going to present it in a reasonable way that is digestible and also very clear that I don't want this to happen. But we need to think about what it would be like if it ever did happen, and it never will. But think about the other side, because that's the best way to move forward with anything, is to have all sides of it and then find your position somewhere in there. The title of the video is going to be, let me find it. I want to make sure I say it right. What if there were no more sponsored BMX riders? That's going to be the title of this video, and maybe I'll record it right after this and I'll release it tomorrow. But it's a real question. It'll never happen. I don't think it ever could happen, but it's a real question to think about, because those are the types of things and conversations that we have that help us to understand the lay of the land in all of this. And so what I was getting at with my post on Instagram and all of these upset people is that all I'm trying to do through talking about this and putting all of this stuff out there and talking with company owners, talking with sales reps, talking with people who are in the middle of this stuff, is to give riders and everyone the information so that they can understand how it actually works, and also figure out how they can work their way into being an asset for that. Because for every single rider who's not willing to do anything other than ride, but thinks that they should get paid for just riding their bike, and that the marketers should market and the sales guys should sell, there are 100 other riders who are almost as good or just as good, who are willing to do exactly that plus more for half of what you're getting. And if you're not willing to put in the work right now in this environment that we're going into in BMX, and that we've been in but haven't really seen the effects of as much as we're about to, it's not going to last. It can't, because you're not helping bring in the money that sustains the passion. And unless you are the best in the world, and I have heard directly from people at companies that even the best in the world don't sell sometimes, it's just not the way it works. So I appreciate the fact that there's 90 people, and there's 96 at one point in here listening to this. But what we need to recognize from GT and free agent and anyone else who's about to get dropped is that this ship isn't going to float itself. And it's going to take all of us to keep it afloat. And even if the ship goes down and sinks like the Titanic, guess what? The people like the people in my chat who just like to ride their bikes are still going to be there. All of the paid riders in the world could go away from being sponsored, but it's still gonna, you're still going to have the people who just like to ride their bikes wanting to go out and ride their bikes, regardless of if anyone's getting paid to do it. And they're still going to need parts. They're still going to need bikes. And that's why the companies will still exist, even if they can't pay any riders to ride, because the riders don't want to help the companies sell. So I'm going to make a video about this stuff, and I'm not going to keep going because it's been 20 minutes about it. But just realize that the people who understand this are the ones who have stuck around and will stick around, and the ones who think that all you should do is ride and you shouldn't have to do anything else to contribute to a company that supports you. Have fun at your job Monday morning. Today's Friday, so you're at work right now. Have fun at your job Monday, because that's the reality. You're gonna have to get a real job, and you probably already have one. So with that being said, look at this. We've got Chris Riesenberger from Rixson Bikes. We've got Jeff DeVito from JD Cycle Supply. We have real people from the BMX industry in here. And it's that simple. It's that freaking simple. So here we go. 100 people. Flex on them. Flex on the haters. Look at this. 100 people in the live right now. Oh, it disappeared. Well, whatever. It was there. I don't know how to get back to it. But I appreciate all you guys for tuning into this. And I don't mean to rant and get all hot and bothered, but when I see people who are well, like, respected and regarded in BMX arguing for things that just will lead to riders being being able to do well because they're not pulling their weight, it sucks. So let's move on. I have lots more to say, but let's move on. There is a video from Skills with Phil. 102 people. Appreciate you guys. Seriously. Thank you for tuning in. BMX Pete, Presley Worley. Thank you for being a mod. Presley's mom. Thank you. Naturally Aspired, Zinky TV, JR Hobbs, Wallowy, Nizert, Vic. Shout out to the members in the chat too. Vic Champion BMX, BMX Pete. We got Old Fat Guy BMX just hanging out. We got Mike Piasecki. We got Jarrett in here. Two Smoke Joke. Once again, Jeff DeVito and Chris Rees. There's so many people in here hanging out that I can't even scroll through my chat because my internet's not working properly. Yep, there it went. There we go. We're back. I can zoom up now. 514 BMXJ, Dan, It's a Matt, Jarrett, Project H&B, JDA 78, 79. That's the highest I can scroll. My internet, oh my gosh, it's being buggy as hell. I can't deal with it. 106 people watching. Thank you. Thank you to the Karinsky family for 10 gifted members. Let's keep talking about BMX news. Let's keep this positive. I'm going to add you into my little thank you thing. But I appreciate it all. I appreciate all of it. And we will continue here with this video from Skills with Phil. Terrible timing of the screenshot, but this is how it opened, and that's where it was at, and I thought it was funny. But he says he just got off of a call, and so basically what it seemed like is that none of the riders knew, and they were all informed at the same time, and even the employees did not know that this was coming long term. So watch this video. I'll have it linked in the description after this stream finishes up here. But let's move into some happy news with 112 people. Hot damn. I do this every Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I appreciate all of you for tuning in to this week's edition and only edition of BMX News and Shill. Next week, we have a really funny thumbnail for you. Keggy really just every week makes these hilarious thumbnails that I've realized could be thumbnails, and it's been fun. So now we have the Bloom BMX award winners. I tried to not get spoiled by this. I saw a couple of screenshots of who won some things, but I don't know what they won. So let's just check out the winners. So the 2024 award winners, we have Park Rider of the Year, Sasha Pardo. Paris Venegas, that was my vote. Or no, Deng was my vote. Looks like we get a top 5 here. Sasha won. Then Paris, Deng, Natalia DM, and Kim. It's pretty cool to see this because I wouldn't have guessed that. So it's awesome that she got enough votes to win. Moving down, we have Racer of the Year, Saya. I don't want to embarrass myself by reading that. My vote was Elise Willoughby, but we got Peyton, Olivia, Manon in 4th. Then Flatlander of the Year, Nina Suzuki. I'm pretty sure this is who I voted for. Seeing her ride, incredible. Cool to see that. Street Riders of the Year, Bethany Hedrick and Linda Grabner tied. Ha! That's hilarious because they just played a game of bike that was released on the Source BMX YouTube channel not even a month ago. It's awesome. Next up, Trail Rider of the Year, Teresa Fernandez Miranda. Then Jesse Gregory, Anahi Valentina, Angie Marino, and Nina Petrago. I voted for Casey Hallahan because Casey is awesome. But this is cool. Ladies might just save BMX. Man, I hope so. I really hope that they do. Hot damn, we got another freaking super chat. Let's chill out for Champion BMX, a new BMX mail order out in Washington. Check them out. Kurt Rowell is one of the people who is closer to BMX and lives BMX more than just about anybody I know, and I appreciate his existence, and he gives me input on things that I didn't know about sometimes, so I appreciate him. Boom. Cheap shill for Champion BMX. Yeah, it's a pretty cheap shout out there, man. So, let's keep going here. We've got Bull Rider of the Year, also Teresa Fernandez Miranda. How badass is that? And that is totally fitting. I wish I would have thought about that for Bull Rider of the Year because she blasts so freaking high and is doing tricks. I'm pretty sure I voted for Paris. Yeah, it's awesome. Rookie of the Year, Elira Norris. I recognize the face. I've probably seen videos, but I voted for Aubrey Henson. Let's keep going here. Brand of the Year, Vans, which is always the brand of the year because Vans does do a lot for BMX. We need more BMX news stickers to stick at skate parks. Somebody make them. Let's do that. Anyways, let's keep going. Comeback of the Year, Paris Venegas. She had an ACL? Yeah, ACL meniscus injury. Came back in 2024. Got second at the Olympics. Did great at X Games. I forget what she placed. Backer of the Year, Kelly Rousel. Beatrice Trang. That was my vote. Lenswoman of the Year, Beatrice. Look at that. Taking home the dub. Awesome. Love to see this. We even have a lady shredder in the chat showing that the ratio of dudes to lady shredders is about 100 to 1. Brooke. We got Brooke in the chat. Brooke Shreds. Been in BMX for as long as I can remember. Thanks for tuning in. Next up, we get into the videos from this week with crashing YouTube embeds. First up, BSD Steez frame. This is Joe Foley's signature frame from BSD that is available now in a super quick minute 15 promo for this frame. Check it out. The dimensions are right here if you want to see what they are. Looks like it doesn't have a super short rear end. It's got a nice variety there from 12.8 to 13.2 with a little bit higher of a bottom bracket height for those crank arm grinds and things like that. Head tube length 123 millimeters. What does that even mean? Let's find out. 123 millimeters to inches.
That would be 4.84 inches.
4.84 inches. There you go. Anyways, check it out if you want to. We got to keep moving here. We've got Neil Waddington's Area 51 edit. Neil is 51 years old, and if you didn't know that from watching, if you didn't know, if you watched this video, you wouldn't know. Hot damn. Freestyle BMX fanatic, you're gonna make this thing too long for me to be able to have it show up. I'm gonna put, I gotta put the whole name. BMX Freestyle fanatic just sent a $10 super chat. Thank you, man. Seriously. All of this direct support keeps me doing this. You guys are my sponsors, and I will shill for you any day. Thank you. Appreciates it. So, moving on, we got this video. Check it out. He rides everything from jumps to sub boxes, lip tricks, jumping stuff. I'm pretty sure he can even do Flatland. Neil is awesome, and he runs the Ride on BMX Facebook group. It is a group on Facebook for older riders above the age of 30, and he does a video contest every year for that. It's a fantastic community that he's running that I'm sure some of you are a part of. Moving on from there, we've got a video with Jack Seymour for United LXB Luxembourg. Check it out if you want to. Then we've got Florence Solas in a video for Fit, checking out a new local skate park. Lots of variety in here, from street type stuff to backflips and whatnot. JR, the connection between dares and Chinese riders. I don't know if there's a previous connection, but he was, I don't know if he still is, but he was the Chinese BMX coach. So that's why you saw him with the Chinese riders after their runs at the Olympics. Yeah, he's their coach. Moving on from there, we've got the Montecule mixtape, Glasgow to California. I will admit, I'm going to give Montecule their flowers here. I'll admit, when they first came around, I was like, what is this pants company? Not really sure what they got going on. But then they picked up riders like Alex Donachie, Joe Foley, Michael Mogurjone, Guy Scroggie, and Dan Crook. And they're doing videos like this, Glasgow to California. They've got these riders. They're making a like kind of niche pant product that seems like people enjoy. So gotta give them their time. I appreciate that. And they're supporting BMX riders, which is great. Next up, SNM Bikes, Dallas done it again. Dallas Dunn, great photographer, awesome rider. Hadn't met or seen him ride until Pond Fest this past year, and the dude rips. Blasting threes on the biggest dirt jumps there and just killing it. So check this one out. Next up, everybody's favorite, most underrated, becoming less underrated as time goes, rider Davey Osgood in a video called Sember. Davey puts out a video every single month, at least one. And they're always amazing with tricks in them that only Davey can do. So this one's no different. Check it out. Then we've got Cody Neumann frame promo called Desert Shit from Cult for his new signature frame colorway. Maybe? Is it a signature frame? Yeah. Colorway on the shorty frame, filmed entirely in the high desert. If you didn't know, his nickname is High Desert. And I gotta take a second to say, I know I do it throughout the entire thing, but the fact that there's still 94 people in here, even after the monologue at the beginning, even this far in, thank you guys. Seriously. I do this every week, and I have for years. So to see this kind of support happening after I've been doing this for this long, I don't know, I just appreciate it. Next up, another video from Fit. Fit boys like the Darty 3. So this is the 3rd annual Darty Jam in Austin, Texas. Cole Volker in attendance. And Matt Nordstrom, Max Young as well. R.E.A. Levinson made the trip. Check it out. Stu Johnson made this video, and you know when Stu's got his hands on something, it's good. Real good. Yo, Robert Burris hitting it up with the $1.99 super chat. When does this go away? I know at some point there's too many characters and it just goes away, right? There it is. So I'm going to have to just put this and squeeze it in there. And I'm going to have to delete some other stuff here. Let's get rid of some spaces because we got to make sure you guys are supporting. We got to make sure that that support is thank you'd. 10 gifts. I'll change Karinsky to Karinsky's. There we go. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Next up, I might have talked about this last week. I don't remember. But we have the Magnolia BMX Skate Park Edit 2024 from the Magnolia BMX crew. Check it out. Their local indoor park. Looks like it's got a lot of goods there to shred too. You got the box jump, the down ledge, the quarter to wall, a ledge over here with a little pyramid setup, a quarter to turn around. Let's find out if there's more here. Just give a little love to this skate park and see what's available. So there's the wall ride. Look at our thumbnail. BMX News and Shill. 90 people watching. We gotta get rid of this though. Oh, there's a rail there as well. So it looks like that is the park, but man, looks like that's everything you could really want except for maybe a spine. Ooh, the ledge is movable too. So you can make that a sub. Ooh, there we go. Where's the hitching post? Just put the rail up on the quarter, dog. Next up, we've got Weird and Revered one-man show 3 Urban Wonder Justin Schwanka once again. And we just talked about one of his videos, part 2 to this, either last week or the week before. Super creative with his spot usage and his riding. As always, check it out. Holy crap, I'm sponsored by Dan's Comp, guys. $2 super chat from Dan's Comp. Thank you, guys. Thank you. That's so sick. I'm officially sponsored by Dan's Comp. Dan's Comp. Oh no, it went away. I'm gonna have to squeeze these in. I gotta figure out how to do it. We're gonna change this $1.99 to 2. We're gonna change the $9.99 to 10. We're gonna change this one to 10. That makes a little bit more. Hashtag ad, hashtag sponsored, hashtag thank you, Dan's Comp. I can't wait to see you guys in January. You're coming to raise. Anyways, Kink Cold Cuts, Harrison Akari, Arkari, 30. This is the raw cut from his part in 30. Check it out if you want to see the behind the scenes. And this is actually not the only video with Harrison that we have to talk about this week. Next up, Lady Shredders. We have a video presented by Vans Europe called Girlhood. This video, let me find, is there a rider list? Boom. Linda Grabner, Teresa Fernandez, Francina Fernandez, Anahi Valentina, and don't make me embarrass myself by saying this name. Here, I got an idea. How to pronounce names. No, this one. Search for a name. Boom. Check this out. We got this website right here. And if I turn on my desktop for the screen capture, let's listen.
Wibka.
Oh, I had it muted.
Wibka.
Wibka. There we go. With Wibka Vogel. So check it out. This is a longer video, 15 minutes. I haven't had a chance. God damn it, JR. He just said it's pronounced and then typed the name. That's hilarious. Bro. Oh my God, another super chat from BMX Freestyle Fanatic. We're just going to up your number to 30, man. Thank you, seriously, for the support. I appreciate it. I don't know what you do on your channel, but everybody click on it and give them a thanks. So let's keep going here. We got another one. These videos are getting longer. So if you needed a longer video to watch this week, these are the ones. We got Sin Camino, a BMX travel film from Aiden Rice. So it features a bunch of riders: Blake Prinz, Cody Pollard, Corey Walsh, John Glassett, Jacob. More names that are just going to embarrass me to say. Joe Judge, Pitu. Those guys. I should have just did that from the start. Those guys. But it's a 17.5-minute long video from Spain to Portugal. That's pretty dope. Check it out. Then we've got another one with Harrison. This is his Burrow Breaker rally. It's episode 8 in the series. This is another one that was very well done. I love seeing these videos where the riders are taking us through the adventure, and Harrison does a pretty good job of that. He ended up in 5th place so far. I think it was either 4th or 5th with like a 30-minute time. And he's an incredible rider. So just watch it and enjoy. These videos have been getting better and better, and there's still either 2 or 4 left. I can't remember if there's 10 or 12. But either way, we have more to talk about next week. Let's say. Then we've got Animal Bikes, Let Me Out. Full-length video, 30 minutes, 45 seconds. It is now on their YouTube channel with, not going to make that mistake again, this list of riders, which Harrison is as well. It's Harrison Newsweek here at BMX News and Shill, because he's in 3 different, maybe more videos that I might have missed. Sin Camino is a cool name. Yeah, it is a cool name. JR's channel is JR Hobbs. I think you could just click on it and there it will be. JR did a 100 trick challenge with Jaden Mucha this past week. Watch it if you want to. Look at that. You got free ad, JR. Anyways, full-length video from Animal. They always produce, so check it out. Rosie Forever. Look, an ad for Pokemon cards. Next up, the interviews type things from this week, which I only saw one of, but there may have been more that I missed. We have the next episode in the Dig Fragments series. This is episode number 3 with Jason Enns. I haven't had a chance to watch this one now, but you know it's going to be good. The other 2 were incredible with Taj and Joe Rich. Jason Enns, a legend in BMX, so check this one out. Wow, am I a shill now? Nah, dude, you're so shill. So anyways, watch it. And next up, something that I try my best to make happen is the More BMX hashtag. Instagram doesn't always give me a good way to do it, because when you guys use this hashtag, I don't always get to see it because it doesn't update to the newest stuff. But I can check between my phone and my computer in the browser edition, and I can see, let's pull it up. I can see if there's more stuff in the More BMX hashtag between the 2 of them. So More BMX hashtag, bring up this. Oh no, it's not showing up. Technical difficulties. Crap. Well, I'm gonna have to bring it up on its own. I think video capture device. I gotta bring up my phone. Okay. Device. My iPhone. Not that one. Why is it not working? That's not it either. Come on. Uh-oh, folks. We are running into some technical difficulties. Well, that's not cool. We'll get it figured out either way. So, Time BMX, not Time BMX, that's next. We got to post. Paul Lurch tagged. It's like a almost 4-year-old post that he tagged last week, and it actually showed up. How's that even possible? It doesn't work for most. Oh, there we go. There we go. We're getting somewhere, folks. It showed up for a second. But how is it possible that people who actually made a new post in the past week, bro, this is supposed to work. Dude. I don't understand. I don't understand. We're going to make this work. All right. I'm going to reset OBS. I need to show my screen. All right. I think we're back. We're here. We're here. We're here. We're here. I'm here. I'm here. Let me know when I'm back. Let me know when I'm back, guys. Let me know when I'm back. Oh my God. Still not working. Refresh the stream, folks. Come on, phone. Don't let me down. Ooh. There. Oh my God, we got it. Whew. Okay, we're saved. We still got 90 people in here. Thank you guys. I can tell you to refresh the stream, but if you didn't refresh it, then it's not there to say it. Anyways, so more BMX hashtag. It's a way to show you guys in the community. And from what I'm seeing, the Paul Lurch clip, which Paul is a longtime viewer, is one of the only ones. But we got Adam Ortiz, 111 people. We went up from refreshing. I'm going to do this every week. But Adam Ortiz finally made himself an Instagram page after talking about how he doesn't have Instagram for years. And we get to see his bike, which I guess I should minimize that real quick. We see you, mighty floating head, Brent. I'm here. This bike is dope with the cotton candy look to it, the baby blue and the hot pink. Pretty sick. So let's see if there's any more new posts. That one is older. Yeah, so that's it for new posts on the browser. But let's check out the new posts on the actual app of Instagram, see if there's anything. Oh, I see some Flatland. Adam posted some Flatland, everybody. Look at that. Yeah, okay, I have it muted. That's one thing I always forget about. So let's see your Flatland moves. Scuffing backwards. Turn it around. Hell yeah, brother. I think this is new. Vulgar BMX with a giveaway. There you go. Follow, tag 2 friends. Be able to pick up within 1 hour of Des Moines, Iowa. Could win a free bike if you're in that area. Looks like it's got some fly brakes on it. That's sick. Look at all of Adam's posts showing up under the tag when there's a bunch of people who use it and their tag, it never shows up. So another of Adam's bikes, which he's always in the members only Discord about, which reminds me, if you're a member and you're not in that Discord, hit me up. There's a free one too. You can just join and talk if you want to. But yeah, there's a members only one. What's this? Another Vulgar BMX post. Refreshing a shop bike. There you go. Putting on some Hoder grips. Oh wait, hold on. I mentioned SNM. I forgot before. We got a Shill. SNM Bikes. If you use my link in the description down below, you'll get 10% off. BMX News, Live, and Shill. Let's see. Looks like there's a lot of new posts in here. Patty BMX. Look at that. Jumping over somebody, hitting the gap. Nice. That's awesome, man. Heck yeah. Oh, we're lagging. If there's any kind of lag or anything like that, it's because I'm currently exporting a video at the same time. I'm exporting Monday's video right now because I'm about to leave for the weekend. So there's that. Any other new posts? That looks like that is it for the new posts this week, but we still have to talk about the events in BMX because I'm an idiot and I missed them last week. I forget what was going on. Oh, it was the Shill dork in the comments who wouldn't go away that got me all hot and bothered, and I forgot to talk about more BMX tag and Time BMX. But every week we talk about the events in BMX by going into this app because it has all of the events of BMX, at least all the good ones that have been added into the app. And you can see them here. You can submit an event to this app. If you somehow don't know about it yet, is basically a social media events calendar and a atlas for skate parks, bike parks, and bike shops all in one app. It's pretty freaking sick. But for the events, let's go in and check out Freestyle, because we know now that that also includes Flatland. But this month, we have this weekend the Lost and Found video premiere in Germany, the Entity BMX Jingles BMX Jam in the UK, a Sunday session also in the UK from Dorset to Scotland, one day to the next. If there's anybody who goes to both, there you go. Noah, you absolutely missed a chance to moderate last week. You really did. Thanks, Kier. I appreciate it. My hair is always on point with the 2006 BMX riders. Anyways, then next weekend we've got the Adrenaline Alley Christmas Late Night at Corby in England. And then we've got the Yo Man Street Classic Volume 5, number 4. Oh, my nose itches. Bring back the take a shot every time Brant itches his face game. But that one's in Miami, Florida. And that's it for the year in BMX events. I just want to check Flatland real quick because there weren't any in there and I want to make sure. Okay, so everything Flatland that's in the app already happened. The feed, though, just to give you a little bit of a look at the social media aspect of it, you can see people posting in here. Linda Vista Knights, Montecule team posting in here. We just talked about this type of stuff. Foley's Ender from their mixtape. Welcome to Montecule. There you go. So then there's the skate park Atlas. This is Triple starts up January 25th in Anaheim. So there's this aspect of it where you can go into this map and you can see all of the skate parks that have been added, which is a lot of skate parks in the entire world. And every week I just tap on a random one in a region that the first person I see in the chat suggests. So suggest a region and we'll see. What is this? Is there a random one out in the middle of the ocean? This doesn't count. Velo Sport Kirchberg. That's a good way to get people to check it. And a slime. So, what do you guys think about a concept where I use the Time BMX app to pick a random skate park, or there's a list of random skate parks and you guys get to pick which one I go to in the United States, and then I have to use the Time BMX app, or random cities, and I have to use the Time BMX app to find my way around and find where to ride and visit a bike shop and things like that. What do you think about that concept? I think that'd be fun. Bendigo, Victoria. Let's see. Bendigo BMX Club, Holiday Park. BMX, that's a track. BMX Club, that's a track. Which one? Fiji. Can't do international yet. So are we picking a track for this? Does this take me to place? No. Well, let's just pull up Bendigo BMX Club. That's not... Is that Australia? Yeah, it is. Look at that. So then we can zoom in from here. Find a skate park. So that's a track. But here's the closest skate park. Puerto Rico. Ashland, Oregon. Long Gully Rails. What is this? This is like a public street spot? Like publicly acceptable street spot? Interesting. It's just an address and it says skate rails. Must be a public spot that you're just allowed to ride because they got a bench looking right at them. That's pretty sick. I know up in Cleveland, there's an A-frame with a rail on it that's in front of like a school or something. So it's just a spot that's out in the wild that you can ride. And there used to be a spot that had a bad name, maybe a bad rep, the Murder Banks, but it was a really cool bank pyramid setup. Got to ride that a couple times. It was fun. Maybe it's under Eagle Hawk. I didn't know. But that, oh, right there's Eagle Hawk. So this is what you're trying to get me to pull up. McKern Skate Park. All right, we can take a closer look. The last spot was not really a skate park, and it was just some rails. Look at this. Got a big sub in the back. Look at that. Look at this sub. Right? Oh, I can't point at it. Crap. And this doesn't go that far. You can see it. They got rails, ledges, both flat ledges and down ledges, manual pads, hips. Looks like there's a bowl in here too. Let's see. Come on. Oh, do I gotta zoom out? Why you not load? Well, for one, it's set. So this is why I don't look at this, guys. Maybe some of you are Apple geniuses. Wi-Fi not connected. That's a Wi-Fi logo up in the top. Whatever. Anyways, there we go. Ooh, looks like there's a little step-up spine. Those are fun. Little 4 foot to 2 foot. This park looks sweet. Let's see. Then there is a bowl. Yeah, this park is awesome. If this is your local skate park, that's sick. BMX Bandit. Looks like you got a good one. So, anyways, folks, that has been an hour-long BMX news. I just want to say I appreciate that there's 90 people still here. I enjoy talking about BMX. I hate getting in drama and arguments with people about it, but it's because I'm passionate about it and because I want to see BMX be better. And that's all we really want. So figure out how you can help make BMX better and do it. Thank you to everyone who's tuned in. Project H&B, Mike Hemmons, Jarrett, BMX Bandit, Nizert, Vic is a member. Doug Tunler, Champion BMX is also a member. The Scene's Not Dead for being a mod. The Karinsky fam for being a member and a mod. JR Hobbs is here. Vulgar BMX is here. Vulgar, I talked about your posts with more BMX. Two Smoke Joke. Night Rider BMX Shop. Yo. Freaking Free Night BMX. They posted something using the tag. How sick is that? I'm going to pull that up super fast because I appreciate Tal and everything that he's done to help BMX and me, because without the Free Night Hub, I wouldn't have been anything there. I don't see more BMX on that one. It must be... I bet you it was Night Rider Shop. Well, how do I find that? Night Rider BMX Shop? No results. Well, we'll do it next week. I appreciate you, Tal, and I appreciate everybody who tunes in for this. We will see you guys next Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, same place. We'll see you there.